Hi, I'm Kussh Sinha, and you're watching me on Cineblues.
Hi everybody, this is Awan here, welcoming Kussh Sinha, the debut director. He is making the debut with his directorial attempt in the upcoming film Nikita Roy, starring his own sister Sonakshi Sinha. And we are glad to have Kush on our stage right now. And welcome to the Cineblues platform here. Kush, how are you doing?
Thank you for having me on your show. I'm doing fine. I'm doing well. No stress.
Okay, that's great to know. So, Kush, your first film, right? It must be a very different kind of feeling. So, I just want to know how are you feeling right now that the film is going to release in a couple of days, and that being your first attempt in direction. How are you feeling right now?
I'm very happy, but I'm very calm. I mean,
Okay,
look, filmmaking is a long process, right? It takes time to make a film, write a film,
right.
do post production, and finally bring it out to cinemas. So
Yeah.
I'm very calm. I mean, we've been through a lot of challenges, obviously. So right now I'm just calm. I'm happy that we're coming out. We're going to be in cinemas. People get to see, our work and
Yeah.
hopefully enjoy it also because we've given them a unique original story. So yeah, just calm and happy.
Okay, that's great to know. And in fact, when you talked about this long process and all, I think Nikita Roy was started long back, right? Right in July 2022. It's been close to it to hit 3 years. Like what? And more importantly, it was like a what do you say? It completed its schedule in a record time, right? It was just
Right,
short in
right,
40
right.
days.
Yeah,
Then you in fact wrapped it up in 35 days or something. I was reading
right.
upon.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So, but what took it so long? It was shot in London also, right? Places
Right. So
around
no,
London.
there were certain technical challenges which happened after the
Uh-huh.
shoot with regards to a certain department related to the film. So then
Mm.
we had to kind of rework those, those parts. So that took time actually. But
Okay.
this happens. Even Ma, for example, I think finished a while back. So this just happens. I mean, it's part of the process.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't mean anything except for the fact that you were trying to make things better. I think
Okay.
if you have the luxury of time, I mean, if you're in the film business, if you have the luxury of time to make things better, that's always a plus, not a
Yeah.
minus, in my
Yeah.
opinion. So yeah, I think it's perfectly okay. We had a technical issue. We had to
Mm.
deal with it to make sure we are coming out with the, at least the quality that people expect. So we took that choice, made that choice.
Okay. Okay. And what attracted to the world of Nikita Roy? What? How did that subject and that belonging to the horror genre? How did it entice you?
I think just the fact that it's a unique story. It's got very
Mm.
strong characters. Paresh ji's character and also Paresh ji playing such a unique character, called Amar Dev. He's a spiritual
Aman.
leader or
Yeah.
spiritual guide. But just imagine a character who has that impactful a name, whether his
Mm.
followers are calling him Amar Dev or whether he's chosen to
Yes.
call himself Amar Dev.
Yeah.
Imagine the impact that a character like that has to have on the screen. And
Yeah.
Paresh ji has done a fabulous job. I mean, when you see him, you'll you'll know why, you'll understand or remember again why Paresh ji is known as Paresh ji, an actor extraordinaire, and not just how people try to box him into particular categories. He's an all-rounder. He's brilliant. So yeah, I think the fact that I had a good story, the characters in it were very strong, and then
Mm.
we got very good actors on board also who have done full justice to the characters. So it kind of added
Yeah.
up in the end.
Coming to the ensemble, like it has got amazing actors. Like of course
Right.
it has got Sonakshi, and it has also got Arjun Rampal, Suel Nair, and along with Paresh ji. So I just wanted to know how was it working along with these people in your first project?
I think Sonakshi mentioned in an interview that I got very lucky. Everybody was so cooperative and professional.
Yeah,
But I think she may be right. I did get lucky because to get this type of cast, it requires hard work, it requires some level of talent with regards to your story being good also. But it
yeah,
also requires a little bit of luck, to get such talented actors all together in a film. I think the
yeah,
era of
right.
multi-starers, and I would say these
Yeah,
are all star actors, right?
yeah,
Or actor stars, because they have the unique capability of being able to act, and they also have a large aura of stardom attached to them, whether it's
right.
Sonakshi, Pareshji, Arjun sir, even Suhail, I'm sure he'll do very well, the
Yeah,
moment people see his work. So to get that combination, I think I just got very lucky. But also, I think with actors, also, I think they gauge directors also. If they can
yes.
see you're hardworking, if they see you're dedicated, if they see you're showing up on time and
Mm.
doing your work and putting in the work, I think
Yeah.
they give you that little bit of extra, cooperation because they know you're trying to make something good. So I think it works both ways.
Okay, and especially I want to know like your working relationship with Sonakshi because she's a sister, younger
Yeah.
sister, and how was it like uh, directing Sonakshi, and did you overcome that brother sister kind of
There was no brother
or
sister,
whatever it is?
no brother sister issue because look, she's an
Okay,
actor. She's on set. I
yeah,
mean, she's been on set multiple times. I am at that point a new director. I have to
mm.
keep that in mind that she is an actor who's done multiple films. So, it has to be extremely professional. The other reason why it won't be like a brother sister environment on set is because if we start taking that for granted, others will take us for granted.
Yeah,
You understand what I'm saying? Like it's a set. It's always time bound. We have to
professional
tell.
decorum, right? That's what you are hinting at, the
Sorry,
kind of
what?
a professional decorum.
Yeah, you have to maintain a professional decorum because I mean, there are professional requirements on set, and we're always
Yeah.
time bound. We have a limited number of hours to do a lot of work in, and
Mm-hmm.
so you have to keep it extremely professional.
Of course, great. Yeah, and Nikita Roy comes from the one of these work made done by
Pawan Kripalani. Yes,
Nani, who has been into the horror genre
right,
many a times. Like his work
right,
has been immensely appreciated. Films like Phobia, Gaslight, the
right,
recent
right,
one,
right. Yeah.
yeah, and Direct Them All. So how was it collaborating with a writer director because he was into also into direction, right? And
Yeah,
now
but
you
actually,
are being into
unfortunately, we weren't able to collaborate with Pawan beyond a point. He did try, but he got busy with Gaslight. So by the
okay,
time we started work on the script, Pawan had started work on Gaslight. So I know we did try to meet a couple of times online and try to discuss ideas and all. But then I realized that it wasn't going to be feasible.
uh-huh.
Understandable because he had his professional sort of commitments also. So then we
Right.
got put together a team. I uh, got this. I knew this gentleman. I still know him called Neil Mohanty. He's worked with Mr. Bansali also. He's written quite a few scripts for him, which haven't been made yet. But Mr. Bansali considers him very highly as a good writer, and I knew Neil is a good writer also. So I got Neil
Yeah.
on board. Then we got this Ankur Takrani, who's one of the producers. So when
Yeah,
we used to
producer.
sit
Yeah.
and ideate, Ankur, I realized actually had a very good creative bent of mind, creative mind
Mhm.
also. So I told
Mhm.
Ankur also, I said, why don't you come and write with us also? So we
Oh,
three rewrote Nikita Roy like almost 90%. Then Abhinav Kashyap sir, who's also a creative consultant on this film, I let Abhinav sir rewrite it once more. And then finally I rewrote it once myself. So, we did have
oh,
quite a few
it's
hands
been
going over the
iterative
entire,
process together.
yeah. There was quite a bit of rewriting going on. But just to make the
Okay.
film better, remove certain parts that I was not okay with. But yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, Kush, just tell me, like, there is a part in the trailer that I saw where it says, I think Arjun Rampal in the film says that, you know what, Nikita, truth is the biggest lie.
Yeah, everybody is like that line.
What does it denote?
I
Like,
mean,
where did it come from?
it denotes that we had a good dialogue writer called Bilal Khalik. I
Acha,
want,
okay.
I want to give Bilal credit also. It was his line, but I think it's a symbolic of life. That
Uh-huh.
in today's era of misinformation, disinformation, and
Mm-hmm.
unverified truths, I think
How,
it's
yeah.
a very appropriate line, right? कि सच्ची दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा झूठ है, because I think the
Yeah.
amount of effort we have to put in nowadays to make out what's real, what's not, what's
Yeah.
truthful, and what's like just a lie made up. I think it takes a lot of effort. So I think that line is also a statement on our current times.
Yeah, I think that's a very profound line, and probably if we find its meaning during the course of the
Tha-
plot, I'm
Thank you.
very
I'll let Bilal know that.
yeah, I'm very much looking forward to it because horror personally is a favorite genre.
Right, thank you
So,
so much.
for you, for like Kush, if I ask your personal favorite in horror, so what would you recommend our viewers or our audience?
I mean,
Uh,
depends what kind
your
of horror
favorite
do they
story.
want to watch. What kind of horror do they want to watch?
Okay, again in horror there are sub-genres we need to say.
Yeah,
Right.
there are different genres, right? If they want to
Yeah.
watch science fiction horror, they can watch. I know Alien Romulus just came out, but they can actually watch Aliens,
Yeah.
the earlier film, the sequel to the whole sort of thing. They should watch Aliens. That's really scary. Yeah, or they can always watch Jaws. Also, that's a pure masterpiece in psychological horror where you don't even see the shark until
Exactly.
50 minutes into the film. That's an amazing film with regards to build up. So they can watch Jaws also. I mean, I know these are old films, but they're still amazing when it comes to horror.
Yeah, because there is no ghost as such, and yeah, that how you create horror in the mind, right? So
Horror
I
is
think,
about mood, right? It's about
yeah,
sound. It's more about what you can't see than what you can see.
right, right. So does Nikita Roy fall into the same kind of category where you don't actually see those ghastly, deadly faces, grotesque faces, but it's more to do with the mind, the psychology?
No, I
Because if
think
I
you've seen.
remember,
I think you've seen the trailer. There are shots of some ghastly
yeah,
creatures.
yeah,
Yeah,
some
so I
jump
think
scares kind of thing in the
yeah,
trailer.
and you've seen no, and if you watch the trailer again, there's a clear shot of a demonic creature, devouring someone. So I think that answers your question quite well as to what is there in the film.
Right, right, right. So that reminds me, your dad also starred in a couple of horror movies. Did you
Yeah,
personally like them? Jani Dushman, for
Jani
example.
Dushman. Yeah, everybody talks about Jani Dushman. I thought it was nice. I mean, for it was definitely ahead of its time, and
Yeah,
full credit to Mr. Kohli for putting together that cast.
yeah,
That cast
yeah.
with
It's a big
those
ensemble.
stars, yeah, I mean, that was amazing. I mean, full credit to him, as a producer. Imagine the amount of coordination in that era to get all those actors together and actresses together. I've seen Jani
Mhm.
Dushman, yeah.
Okay, that's great. And having said that, Nikita Roy comes with a extended caption and the Book of Darkness.
No, no, that's not there anymore.
That's not there.
No,
When
I
you started,
realized
it was there, I believe.
was there, but I realized it didn't make sense. We had a
Okay.
reason for keeping it there first, but then it didn't make sense, so we removed it. Plus,
And how?
I
Yeah.
think Nikita Roy is much more impactful. जैसे आप
So,
बात करते हैं,
yeah,
Nikita Roy just hits you. It's like
yeah.
it's a lot of intrigue there. Book of Darkness, I felt was actually later on in hindsight, I realized कि
Uh,
शायद वो थोड़ा confusing था because लोगों ने अगर film देखी नहीं है, how do
uh,
they know what the Book of Darkness is about?
yeah, right, right. And how did you get this title, Nikita Rao? Does it have to do something with Nikita Pai of one of the, I think, Nikita Pai Entertainment?
I
Is it?
think that's a trend. That's a trend. Unfortunately, again, I had nothing to do with that. That's the UK company that I think
Right,
had the
Nikita
producers that
Pai.
partner with. I had
Yeah.
nothing to do with that, so they decided to call it Nikita Pai. I was like, okay, y'all, whatever works for you guys. But no, Nikita Roy, because I think I like the name. It's a very impactful name.
Hmm.
Even if you hear that somebody's called Nikita Roy, you'll think,
Hmm.
Acha, this might be somebody strong. It's a very strong name. Also, I think somebody else told me that does that mean she's a Bengali character? I said, well, I didn't think of it like that, but yes,
Ah,
it is a fact that uh, Bengal is known for its sort of these rich detective sort of
right,
stories, right? Like whether
right.
it's Byomkesh Bakshi or all those other ones also. So I was like, yeah, okay. I mean, if you want to go in that direction, go ahead. I didn't think of it consciously. Maybe subconsciously it came somewhere from there also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's all from my side, Kush. But I had a lovely time talking to you briefly, whatever time we took. But it was lovely to get to know you and also about your film. And here's wishing you all the very best for your first film. I'm
Thank
sure you do well. And yeah, for all our audience, stay tuned for Nikita Roy and all set to be spooked. Which,
you. Thank you. Thank you. That's very kind of you. And thank you for your time.
yeah, thank you. Have a good. Yeah.